Happy Wednesday, everybody. We have so many things to talk about today. So, you know the drill. Grab a beverage. Hopefully, you're wearing something very comfy. Smash that like, and let's get this thing started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want. 'Cause your heart's made of gold, but don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Stand-up comedian and pop culture vulture, Joleen Lunzer here for another No Offense, All Offense. It's your daily pop culture comedy roast. We take a look at all the trending topics, reality shows, pop culture news, things we love to hate, things we hate to love. We make fun of it. We have fun. Remember, I am very opinionated. Okay, but that does not mean you have to have the same opinion as me. You're welcome to sound off in the comment section if you're on the replay crew, hello, or the live chat if you're joining us live, and we can just agree to disagree.
That's my opinion!
Now, I will warn you, everything I say today is true, except for the parts that are false. Everything is alleged for entertainment purposes only, so don't sue me.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay, you guys, hello. I see you guys in the live chat. Please smash that like. It's a free way to support the channel. Subscribing is another free way to support the channel as we try to get to our goal of 50K in 2025. We are headed there, and I am so happy and so grateful to all of you. So thank you. I see it. I can see it coming. Okay, that's not the words, Jolene. Stop. It's too early for that. Or is it? All right. If you want to support the channel further, I did set a super chat goal in, and we have 10 super chats is the goal in 45 minutes. And if we hit that goal, you guys get to call the impersonations and impressions I do of your favorite celebrities or Bravo celebrities. So let's see if we can hit that. If you're not already a member of the channel or a member on Patreon, maybe consider that. If you're looking for some bonus content, some exclusive things, you'll get that over there. You don't have to do any of those things, but they are there if you so choose. Ginger, thank you so much for the first super sticker of the live. Appreciate you. I also pinned in the live chat a link to my other channel, Sipping Key, where last night me and my co-host and bestie Busy Blue had a really fun discussion about all kinds of things, 90s music nostalgia, and also we did a full review and reaction to the movie The Substance, okay, the feminist body horror movie that took over the Golden Globes when Demi Moore won this year and had that amazing speech. So we really dove into that movie, but we had some fun. So if you missed that, the link is pinned to the top of the live chat. Thank you, Witness. Witness says, I know, Jolene, it was good. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. As for obviously the thing that is on everyone's mind and all over the place are the fires currently happening in Southern California. A lot of you have checked on me. Thank you so much. Luckily, I'm pretty far from the fires. Where I used to live is definitely close to the fires, but right now I'm pretty far from the fire. So I feel grateful for that, but I feel just devastated every time I watch what's going on and the fires happening in Los Angeles and, you know, Malibu, Pacific Palisades, Pasadena. I mean, my heart, all the things go out to everybody, hoping that they can, you know, contain that as soon as possible. And that everyone, all the people and all the animals and the fur babies get out of there safely. So stay safe, my fellow California peeps. And they had, you know, quite a few mandatory evacuations that were happening all over California. It's just it's crazy. It's crazy. These California wildfires are no joke. And every year it's scary. So my heart, my thoughts, all the good stuff goes out to everyone in California and Southern California, mainly right now where this is happening. So we hope everyone is safe And we hope all the fur babies are safe as well. All right, you guys, we have a lot to talk about. First things, I want to give you guys props because yesterday we discussed Lala's former assistant and co-host of her podcast, Jessica Walter. We talked about how she has come out with her own podcast, and it's the Date My Podcast. And she gave in the first episode a little bit of an explanation of, what happened, as much as she can give, because according to Sheena, people are under NDAs. So she addressed the elephant in the room, which is, I was a part of this business, a part of this podcast for so many years, and then I disappeared. And she was able to give us a little bit of insight with no specifics of she was working for Lala, and she had some feelings, thoughts about things that were going on within the business. We covered this extensively yesterday, and they were not well received. Okay, so how did Lala receive any kind of pushback or suggestions within her alleged echo chamber? In the words of Dorinda Medley, not well, bitch. Okay, to the point where Jess, she basically said she was heartbroken by the responses. She said responses, so I'm assuming either there was multiple responses from Lala, which reactionary Lala, shocker, or the responses were also from other people on her team, maybe even White Boy Dread's brother. Now, White Boy Dreads, I do got to tell you, okay? You better not have been talking shit to Jess, okay? White Boy Dreads, you have gotten away with enough, allegedly. So hopefully you weren't part of the problem. But we knew there was something weird afoot, when Lala just sent Jess packing and refused to address it, and only addressed it recently in the Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast, where she was cold and calculated and like an evil corporation answer to someone she had proclaimed was like a family to her, a friend, such a good person, someone who was there through not only her career milestones, but her personal milestones, to then just be so yucky about it. I was like, ew, gross. So it's no surprise that Lala, was allegedly reactionary toward anything that Jess, any opinion she might have had that was outside of Lala's opinion. But you would think, working for someone for that long, someone might appreciate a good employee's opinion. Jess said she didn't like the way certain things were happening within the business. I'm paraphrasing what she said in the first episode of her podcast. And Lala didn't. They, assuming Lala, did not respond well to that. Okay. So yesterday we talked about that. We broke it down. If you want more of an in-depth, go to yesterday's episode of No Offense, All Offense. But then we also brought up a point that I think is just so important. If you have a person who worked for you and you said out of your own mouth was a great employee for many years, someone you trusted, someone who just did a fantastic job, which many times Lala said out of her mouth about Jessica and was like family to you, wouldn't you give her a proper send-off and not just send her packing without any, any goodbye, any chance to say goodbye to the audience that she, spoke to at least on a weekly basis? I don't know how many times the Give Them Lala podcast comes out, probably too many, but you would think you would get that. On top of that, you would think if this person who was a good employee to you had a new business venture, which Jess does, a new podcast, you would think you would be the first one to help her. Women helping women. Lala has a huge platform. And if Jess was this great employee and friend to you for all these years, that's completely negated just because she might have said one thing or given one suggestion that you didn't like, or she might have, voiced her opinion about how she didn't like how certain things were running. Now she's just dead to you. So basically what I'm saying is Jess has this new podcast. It's the Date My podcast. And each season, she's going to have 10 episodes. And every season, she's going to have a different person who she helps through the process of finding a significant other. And she takes us through the process. It's a really fun concept for a show. I listened to the first episode. I really liked it. And all of us here, we were like, let's go support Jess, because where Lala is failing to be supportive and to support other women and smaller creators with her platform, we will use our little platform to support another smaller creator. Okay. Because Jess, it's a really good concept for a show. And why would you want her to fail? That's what I don't understand. Lala could have helped her so much, you know, just by mentioning it. Hey, Jess has this new podcast. We want to go show her love and support. But instead, you have like us Bravo creators and comedians out there who I don't even know Jess personally, but I do know, and Lala should know, the struggle of being in the entertainment business, especially as a woman. Speaking of the substance and Demi Moore, and we should be lifting each other up. Lift up your hearts. We lift them up to the Lord. I'm sorry. The Catholic in me is, you know, I'm reformed now, but I can't. Sometimes it just comes out. Okay. You would think that she would understand better than anyone, knowing what she had to go through with Randall, with a no-neck Randall, with the BJs for PJs. I mean, Lala has suffered, okay? And you wouldn't want someone else to have to suffer like that. So you would think she would give her a shout out. She would use her platform to lift her up. But no. Where Jess speaks on what we heard, like the facts, Jessica spoke on, I should say, her facts of what happened. She also gave praise to Lala's business, and that even though it might not have ended the best, she still cherishes her time there. She doesn't regret it. Like she speaks in a very emotionally mature way about it, where Lala's just like, that bitch dead to me. That bitch dead to me. She dead to me. She dead to you. She dead to my mom. She dead to my babies. She did. Okay. Check me out on Amazon Live. Ho, put on some hoops. Like Lala is just, she just decided that Jess is, I guess, completely dead to her. So my point is, I wish Lala was a woman who supported other women, but we know she's not. And I wish she was emotionally mature enough to know that one situation doesn't, you know, one bad apple don't spoil the whole bunch, girl. And you praised her so many times to us, and now we're supposed to believe she was just awful, and you're just never going to speak of her again and help her. Okay. That says more about you than it does about her. But here, you guys, we here over on the lean team, over here at No Offense, All Offense, we went over to Jess's channel and we wanted to support her. So a lot of you went over and subscribed on YouTube to Jess's channel, where she'll be having video episodes of her podcast, and or went to Apple Podcasts or other places you get podcasts and subscribe to her to support her. And I want to say that I'm just so happy that we have a community of women and men who do things like that instead of do things like Lala does. So thank you guys for doing that. And the reason I know you guys showed up and showed out to support Jess in the Date My podcast is because she messaged me and said a lot of her comments were saying that Joleen sent me. And she was so grateful and so sweet, just like she is a gracious, grateful person. And she was lovely. And I felt so proud, like, oh, my lean teamers, they showed up. They showed up and showed out. And I just think you guys are just the best. So if you haven't already, go show Jess some love, okay? Where Lala is going to be not supporting women in 2025 when we need it the most, as the change in so many ways is happening to us on all different kinds of levels, we will do it, okay?
Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? Where did you find her?
And not to be up our own asses, but I'm proud of us. I'm proud of you guys. Like, you guys are badass for doing that. And I know Lala's a big fan of mine. I know every day I think, oh God, I know she likes me, but I can't just because she likes me not call out BS when I see it.
I heard actually mixed reviews on Joleen.
Oh, Joleen was excellent. What are they saying?
I know, Lala. Thank you. I am excellent. So go show some support to Queen Jessica Walter. Go follow her on YouTube. We're here now. Let me drop another link in the to her first episode here where you can easily subscribe. And then she's also on YouTube, on YouTube. She's also on Instagram at Date My Pod, and then at Jessica Walter, I think, on Instagram for her personal channel. So mixed reviews on Joleen. Joleen was excellent. What is everyone talking about? She's excellent. She's a good time. So I'm just so proud of you guys. You guys are just such badasses, and you're so supportive. But here is, I should have had it on this page. Let's get just to 1,000 subs. Let's get her up there. Let's get her. She can get monetized. You know, she can be making some money, honey. Let's do it. Let's lift her up. Okay. So there's that. Now, speaking of Lala, oh Lordy, you guys, I had to, because people were posting about it and we talked about it, and I had to go watch the Amazon live she did where she was where she had Tom Schwartz as a guest. So as if women supporting women wasn't a foreign enough idea to her, she then goes and has her former friend, who she's mad at for God knows what reason, Katie Maloney's ex-husband, on her show, because she has this Amazon show, you guys. It's something like Mama Still Got It or something, where she talks to people, talks about being a mom, sells stuff for moms, blah, 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 blah. Shout out to her. And I'm not a hater enough to not be like, hey, if you love Lala, go show her some support over there. You can go to log into your Amazon and you can just search. I think it's something. Let me look it up. Mama Still Got It. Mama Still Got It with Lala Kent. Okay, so it's Mama Still Got It with Lala Kent. I was right. Okay, and it's on Amazon Live, and she has these little episodes. And it's her just, you know, despite being the mother of two, she wants you to know she still got it. Well, she's like, hey, buy this. Buy this. Okay. Now, we have long wondered when, how, and if Lala and Schwartz will bump peepees, as she used to say. And this just makes me even more certain that if they have not already, the day will come. Oh, yes. The day will come where they're bumping peepees. So she has this show, and she hasn't had Katie as a guest. She won't even talk to Katie. And does anyone remember why she's mad at Katie? Does anyone remember a legitimate reason why she's mad at her friend Katie Maloney, who by the way, had a very tragic loss recently, the loss of her father. So all of our thoughts with Katie Maloney and her family and her wonderful mom and her siblings. But Lala, no, she hasn't had Katie Maloney on the show. Instead, she drops an episode with Schwartz. Schwartz, part of the problematic Toms that got good at it for too long, who gaslit her friend, who called her horrible names, who talked about her blown up lips, was like, what is Give Them Lala, questioned her whole business, told her she was like a bootleg housewife. She has him on there. So I had to listen to it. And I was like, oh my God. First of all, it's not that great of an episode. It's very short. No offense, all offense, but it's not that great of an episode. But we're going to play it here. And I want you guys to just see if you're noticing what I'm noticing. See if we see each other. In the words of Nene Leakes. Do we see each other? Okay. Yeah. Right. That was the reason, right, Monica? Because Katie wouldn't talk shit about Ariana. And Lala's like, I'm taking the heat. I'm trying to feed my daughter, ho. How am I going to feed my daughter? My milk can't come out. My breastless milk can't come out. And I can't feed my daughter if you ain't talking shit with me. Okay? You want to get popped? You want to get popped? Come to Utah, ho. Come to Park City. We hard in Park City. Ugh, Lala, it's too much. Every time she's like, I got a Tupac swimsuit. You ain't about this life.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Just when I want to think Lala can get better, she just proves me wrong. Okay. So give me a thumbs up in the chat as soon as you can hear the audio on this, and let's take a listen. I'll probably skip some parts because I mean, it's literally 14 minutes, but it's kind of torturous also.
Today is all about getting ready for a night out on the town as I continue.
I'm already so annoyed. Today is already a day to get ready, all about getting ready for a night out on the town. Girl, why don't you talk like this? Why don't you talk like Lauren from Utah like you do? Where's the pew-pews? Why are you acting all nice? Okay.
Continue this road of redefining myself, it's only right that I start getting back out there again and having some well-deserved me time, finally, with those who know me best. Here to get ready for the ultimate mini pregame, I could not think of anyone else to join me except my VPR cast member and longtime friend, Tom Schwartz.
Wow.
Hi.
Hello.
First of all, why is he dressed like the Hamburglar? Second of all, why is she doing the Oprah delivery? Tom Schwartz! Ah! Why is he dressed like Olive Oil or a prisoner? The prisoner of Azkaban or the prisoner of Rikers? I old school prisoner guy. Like, I just want to hear when he walks in. Also, she posted a teaser for this episode, and let's see if anyone in the chat gets this. Who from Vanderpump Rules, one person in particular, who do you think liked this video? There was one person from VPR who liked this video, and it showed right up. And who do you think it was? Who do you think it was? I don't know. I feel like he is like Olive Oil or something. Yeah, looking like Fred Flintstone, Barney Rubble, had a baby with, what's his face? I was going to say Al Green, but it's not Al Green. It's the other guy from Minnesota, the little politician guy who was on SNL with the glasses. Sheena? Nope, not Sheena. I didn't see Sheena. She might have since liked it, but immediately when it came out, who do you think liked it? Not Sandy, but Kat, ding, 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 gets it right. Joe My Gosh. Joe My Gosh was like, he might block me. He might be getting a restraining order on me, but Lala hasn't blocked me. And so I can see, I was like, is Joe really liking this? Is she really liking it? Oh, she's liking it. She's liking it. Yo, Joseph liked it.
Welcome to the crazy.
That's a lovely introduction.
Was it a good one?
I don't know if I should be flattered or insulted.
Why?
The first person you thought of when thinking of pre-gaming was me?
Well, I think it means that you're.
Yeah, because you're a partier and you go out a lot and you drinky a lot and you get like lost in Mexico. Thank you, Ginger. Yes, Al Franken. Looking like a Al Franken, Fred Flintstone hybrid.
You're like fun.
No,
I feel
I'm
like
fine.
you've come out of a relationship.
Yeah.
You survived.
Yeah,
I did.
speed
You
it up a
found
little bit.
balance.
Yes.
And you still know how to like.
Survived. Survived what? He was the problem in his relationship for the most part. I know it takes two to tango and stuff, but the guy was out there drinking, blacking out, cheating, gaslighting his wife with his best friend, Tom Sandy Butt, letting other men be disrespectful to her. She escaped. He didn't escape. Lala.
Chill out,
I do.
but like get out there.
I'm well balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't have any of that. So that's why I chose you. I feel like it's a compliment.
Lala, you still got it.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really excited that you're joining me
Thank
today.
you.
First thing I did was have you step into my closet.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why I'm shocked.
Not the first
Because
time.
this is a moo
I know.
that you've chosen for me and you.
I feel like I've sabotaged your path to getting your groove back already.
I feel very comfortable and chic because I paired it with these fabulous boots that I also got on
Yeah, no,
Amazon.
it's working.
I have to know what was the inspo,
When you're at home and you're relaxing
right?
with Sosa Ocean, like what better way to relax? Like when I have a muumuu on, it's like my mind is at rest. It's at ease.
Yes.
I never feel more at peace in life.
I mean, yeah, what you guys are saying in the chat, it's if you're wearing a muumuu with somebody, that's Schwartz's love language. They've definitely hooked up. If you're wearing unflattering clothes around that other person, you're doing it. You're in a relationship. That's called marriage.
That I do with a muumuu.
Truly, I would wear this out
Yeah.
and wear it at home because all you have to do is throw in a hoop and throw on a heel and you feel chic.
Lala, you're the only person I know that can make a muumuu chic.
Thank you. I
Truly.
appreciate that. I feel chic right now.
Yeah.
You have to
This-
be confident to pull off a move.
You have to be confident, but also this is about loving yourself.
Or sad. Or disenchanted with the way sizes work in clothing. Or tired. Or you just want to free ball it or free tit it. You don't necessarily have to be confident. No.
I love that.
Loving
And if,
yourself is the beginning of a lifelong romance.
I,
And
You guys hear that? Right? It's me too, Jess. Jess with all the S's. And your little cutie patootie in your picture. I'm uncomfortable too.
Oh,
this is like my favorite way to like
Remember,
just give myself a
This is someone she said was like a sister to her, a best friend, Katie Maloney. It's one of her best friends who she doesn't talk to anymore. Her ex. The guy who chose to still hang out with Pickleball Randall. When Lala put down the hammer and said, ain't nobody hanging out with my no-neck man because he ain't my man no more. You want to get popped? Schwartz was like, I still want to play pickleball. I don't really like you that much. I want to hang out with Randall. After she was like, he's horrible to me. He cheated. He's a bastard. He's a dirty bastard who looks like this. He looks like this and he's a bastard. And Schwartz was like, I still like him. And Katie and Ariana had your back. And you told them, I'll never forget, ho. I'll never forget how you had my back, ho. I'll never forget. Well, it looks like she forgot. I don't know if she's got amnesia, but she definitely forgot because she's sitting there with the devil.
little hug, rocking a moo-moo.
I feel like I'm giving myself a hug and getting
Yeah.
one from you. And if you're looking to
You feel like you're giving yourself a hug and getting one from him? Lots of innuendos.
make a change to your wardrobe this season, I have linked all of these pieces.
Who the fuck's gonna buy that? Who the fuck's gonna buy that? It's always the littlest bitch that's like, oh, this moo-moo's fun. No, moo-moos are for sad people. They're for those of us that aren't completely comfortable. All right. And not confident. Don't, again, appropriating our shit all the time.
For easy shopping. If you're watching on the Amazon Live channel on your TV, you can shop right from your phone by opening your Amazon shopping app and typing shop
This is the weirdest commercial I've ever watched in my life.
as a friendship. As my guest today, truly, because you and I have had ups and downs.
We have.
We're resilient as it gets as a friendship.
Is he? Is this dude resilient? Not Katie, who reinvented herself for the better, went out and grabbed life by the sandwich balls and had success, and he's losing his business off a show. The one that you said, nervous, fingers in my mouth, nervous.
Chip. It does deserve a high five. But I also feel, like I said, you were married and in a relationship for 13
With your best friend. Someone you said was one of your bestest friends.
years.
Yeah.
I've never had that.
Yeah.
And the way you came out of it and still remain to like hold your head high, you're still in search of finding your person.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what's happening here? Because I remember the way it went down, and it was really messy, and he was really disrespectful. And blatantly, when Katie was like, hey, let's have some boundaries, he was like, no, we're not having boundaries. And I want to embarrass you and be a part of the scandal lie, put Rachel in your face, call you a bitch, you're the problem, dangle this other woman in front of you. But somehow Lala's like, you're so resilient.
And
Yeah.
you go out, like I don't leave my four walls. So I not only wanted you to pick me some goods,
Yeah.
but like give me some advice.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not a guru. I'm still a work in progress as we
Sir, you're just work. You are just work. And I don't know what she's talking about. She has rewritten the script on Schwartz. And it's so sad. As if this past season of Vanderpump wasn't sad enough. Here's Lala. He's so resilient. He held his head up high, getting out of this relationship. He ruined.
all are. But there was a moment after I did get divorced and I moved out of my dream home. I don't want to make it too sad, but I felt like I had lost my Schwartz.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to report that I think it's back.
Guess who's back? Back again.
No, I think you were supposed to lose him in order to grow. I don't know what the Schwartz is. Is it a code name for his wiener? I'm not sure. Okay. But whatever it was that you had with Katie, you probably want to just bury that deep.
The Schwartz.
We still got it.
But don't bury it in Lala.
When getting ready for a night out,
Yeah.
like what's your go-to song?
Lately, I've been digging like Kate Chinada,
Okay.
old school like 90s hip hop
Love it.
radio,
I tend to go
which I've been listening to his radio station is Don from Country
Nobody cares.
Crossovers, but also yeah, like Kate Chinada radio. People
Nobody
dig the
cares.
music. I get so many compliments on the music, and I'm like,
oh,
thank
you wear many
He's like, hello, little children. I am now dating a fetus. Gather around while I tell you about my music. Have you heard of the 90s? They're like, ooh, I haven't. We were born post 9/11, these 90s you speak of, back in the 1900s. This is Tom Schwartz, my boyfriend from the 1900s, is going to tell us about his music. Can you just imagine? I can just see Schwartz there as like the historian for his new girlfriend who's super young, and all her young friends like, what is your boyfriend talking about? Like, he's always talking about like old stuff. Like he was talking about like radio stations and home phones. Like, yeah, of course, your phone is in your home. Your phone is everywhere. You bring it with you. What is wrong with him? Is he okay? Did you meet him at a home? Like a literal, like, home? What's going on?
Hats.
I do.
I love that. When you know you want to go out, do you like to take control of the plans or rely on someone else?
Generally speaking, not a fan of the plan.
Oh,
However, like if I'm traveling overseas, I'm in a new country, I like to be regimented. I like to have a full itinerary
Yes,
with some
Joel's
room
probably
for like
thinking that.
improvisation.
okay.
Not too like militant. I like to pick a spot,
Okay.
you know? Maybe we start a
Day of? You're a day of person.
day of person, but we have one spot.
This
We got a
is
reservation. We're not gonna have to
riveting.
wait in line or anything.
Mhm.
And then from there, we just improvise. No?
The Virgo in me is freaking out by that.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
When's the last time you made plans?
I made a plan today
Whoa.
to go out on Saturday night,
With
Oh,
Schwartz?
wow,
dinner.
Let's go.
but I said it has to be no later than the 7 o'clock hour. If it's later than 7:30, 7:45, we're
Like-
approaching 8, I'm not going.
I haven't slept in a year. Me and Jax have been in Canada just breathing in everything that's left on tables for us. Allegedly. What do I know? Who cares? Not true.
I get it.
So I know that you do not have kids, but you have a lot of
Well, yet, Lala, is that what you're getting at? She said, what that sperm do? What that sperm do, though? That's what she wants to ask him. How that sperm be?
mom fans.
Yeah.
What would be your advice to them if they were like, hey, Schwartz, or like, say me, hey, Schwartz, what's your advice to this new mom wanting to get out there?
If you
I'm sorry, we're asking Schwartz, a literal man-child, for advice for women who have created life and want to get back out there? Does this make sense to anybody? Does this make sense?
you've been in a rut
Yeah.
and you feel like a recluse,
Why are we asking a man who clearly doesn't like women or know how to treat them what women should do? This is part of the problem. Oh,
or like a hermit,
Yeah.
maybe you take baby steps. Maybe you wear something really comfortable. You go out with a group of people that you feel incredibly at ease with.
Okay.
And, you know, and if you're feeling particularly antisocial, you could rock some shades.
Oh,
You could rock some
okay.
shades.
All right. All right.
No?
Yeah.
Like, you
Because
know what I
then
mean?
you can't really tell if I'm super uncomfortable. Like I'm giving you
Just
just
flip
enough
over.
eye, but like we're here, we're chic.
Yeah. And by the way, let's normalize wearing sunglasses.
I feel like since Lala, just like Irene saying, Schwartz is still acting like a 16-year-old Lala, I thought you clocked him. She did. Fingers in the mouth, nervous, fingers in my mouth. She clocked him many times. No, you just wanted him. Now, do you want him or do you really want him to piss off Katie? Or have you always wanted him? What is it really? Is it to piss off Katie? Or he's finally free for you? Because we remember back in the old days of VPR, her talking about how she had a crush on Schwartz in the after shows. And we were like, what?
Glasses at night. Why
Okay.
do people get shamed for this?
A lot of people do.
Follow-
I think Sheena gets a lot of shame for it.
By the way, it's like also like if you
Let's throw stupid Sheena under the bus.
get social anxiety or anything,
Yeah.
these are like, have you ever seen that scene in Big Daddy? Big Daddy?
Yeah. Which one is
The
it?
little like Julian Frankenstein's like he's nervous and he's like, you know what? These are magic sunglasses. You put these on and nobody can see you. You don't have to be scared
Schwartzy.
anymore.
You just melted my heart.
I thought you
I'm sorry? Schwartzy, you just melted my heart and opened my baby door. What is going on? They're gonna fuck.
would like that just because
Fine. You can be my next baby daddy.
Well, okay. She says, Schwartzy, you just melted my heart. Fine, you can be my next baby daddy. He's like, ha 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 ha. I hope she didn't rip the condom we just used, allegedly. Okay. First of all, highly disrespectful. Can you imagine if someone was saying that about any of her exes? You were supposed to be Katie's friend, whether you're talking or not. There is girl code to even joke around like this. This whole thing is just messy, dirty, gross, yucky, icky, ew. I don't like it. I know yike it, you guys.
Let's say you're having
Remember this, Katie. Remember this. I know you're probably not going to go back to her and be friends, but remember this day. Remember the disrespect.
bring people over to your house, whether it's like you're staying there, maybe it's just a pregame.
Yeah.
What are the products that you must have at your house?
Well, first of all, like when people walk in, I want it to feel like they're walking into like a chic, dimly lit restaurant or bar. No harsh overhead lighting.
No.
Some nice like warm yellow orbs.
Okay, well, you should have thought about how to keep the bar open because it's not open anymore.
Lamps or something. Nice music. I want good candles burning.
Mm-hmm.
Some nice high-end candles.
Talking about House or Schwartz and Sandy's.
Yeah, obviously a nice little cocktail spread. I want like a nice charcuterie plate. I'll probably have some food that I'm cooking too. I love cooking.
Right.
I like hosting, Lala.
I know.
We saw your apartment when you lived with Joseph, and it was really dirty and very unorganized and had bugs. Didn't you guys have a bug or something?
No.
The one thing that reminds me of you is you always had like your little Polaroid camera, right?
I love it. I have 2 of these.
Oh,
at home.
you bring
Something about it. It's just like, I don't know. It's instant gratification, but it's like, I need to detox. I need a digital detox, Lala.
Yeah. Well, can I tell you, it's like instant
It's nice.
memory making.
Should we take a picture?
I wonder what kind of pictures they got. Okay.
Yes. That was a good one.
Here, let me take one of you.
This is like weirdly intimate. I know, yike.
There it is.
Can I tell you, Ocean, only every time I want to take a selfie with her. See, look at that. Instant.
Something
right?
about like holding a tangible picture in your hand. I don't know.
If I look hot, I'm posting. I kind of
It
love
is
mine.
I
blindness.
kind of look good too.
Let me see yours. I'm not mad. So I'm the Amazon queen of jewelry.
Yes.
I picked the best jewelry
Forget about it.
from Amazon. So I have rings here. Each ring has a question on it. All you're going to do is pick a ring and read me the question.
Okay. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Lala?
Yep.
How have you been handling the baby blues?
By having sex with Tom Schwartz. What? Lala, stop it.
I think the best way, and you guys are going to think I'm nuts.
Sex with Schwartz.
It's so simple. Putting in a pair of hoop earrings.
Yeah.
Like once you put in a hoop
Putting in Schwartz's wiener. Stop it, Lala. That is inappropriate.
earring, suddenly the spit up that you're covered in is not as intense.
See, this is
I've never felt that way.
how I feel about muumuus.
And
Yeah.
how crazy that the hoops make.
Next, she's going to be like, Tom Schwartz. A woman is asking a question here. She's having problems getting her baby to latch, breastfeed. What opinion, what advice do you have? You know, you probably know a lot about sucking on titties. What is happening?
Make my moo feel less moo-moo-y.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
they set it off.
The hoop is the answer to everything.
Lala, you're the only person I know that can make a muumuu chic.
Thank you. I
Truly.
appreciate that. As a lot of us know, there's a lot of times as a woman or a man where you lose who you are and you need to get your groove back, whether that's
Like right now, you've definitely lost the plot. You've lost the goal. You've lost it all. Okay. Where you lose your soul in the hellhole known as Hollywood. And all of a sudden you are interviewing and befriending and loving on a man who's done nothing for you. And then asking him to give advice to women who he clearly does not know how to treat well.
having a baby or you just ended a very long relationship. So I wanted to ask you 3 ways that you got your groove back. And maybe I can take those on to help myself get my groove back.
The first step is taking a step, working out, exercising, you know, not being too sedentary, like just getting up and moving, going outside, as people say now, like literally touching grass, getting up.
After you've birthed 2 children, Tom Schwartz, and had responsibility as a mother, how do you get your groove back? Well, I've done none of those things, but I have kept a couple plants alive, kind of. You got to get up, you know, you got to get smelling, you know, you got to go see Jax. You got to go to a couple bar appointments that you have scheduled, appearances with some ladies. You got to find a 23-year-old, talk her into dating you. Yeah. And wear slides with everything.
A breath of fresh air. When I would sit around too much, my mind would just run wild and go to some dark places.
Yeah.
Let's keep this light.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do.
He always does that. Let's keep this light. My mind would go to really dark places. Like, what is it all for? Why am I here? Maybe I shouldn't be. Oh, you know, it's like, what?
Was a squat.
Yeah.
That's moving.
Okay. That's good.
Okay.
That's
so
progress.
what's your second?
Okay.
Lala's always working out. Her body's amazing. And she's always posting about how she's working out. So what? He's not.
Okay. And depending on where you're at, maybe you're not ready to go back out to the bars or restaurants or be.
That's all he knows about is the bars, but not enough to keep one open. Jolene, that was mean. Unnecessary. Necessary.
Hyper social. I think you should go and treat yourself. Go to a spa, get a facial, get a massage.
What kind of facial we talking, Schwartzy?
Maybe some reflexology, whiten your teeth, you know, like get
Whiten your teeth.
to a point you go back and you look in the mirror, like, oh my God, I am sexy.
Oh, I like that.
Like you feel good. I come back from a spa, you have an afterglow.
Right.
I love the spa.
Why? What'd you do there?
It doesn't have to be bougie, and it's okay to splurge too. But
Most spas, I would say, are going to be a little bougie.
yeah, like just like spend a day treating yourself, indulging.
I love
And
that.
maybe kind of falling in
I love that Schwartz is just like, yeah, everyone can just go spend a day treating themselves. Bougie.
love with yourself all over again.
Ooh.
Some positive affirmations. Do you have any?
And she's like, ooh, God, that's so good. What a novel idea. You mean if I do a little self-care? Is that what you call it? She's allowing him to mansplain the obvious. We're women. We invented that shit. That shit's marketed to us. We don't need his advice on anything. He doesn't know anything we haven't known since we were fetuses like his current girlfriend. Like he doesn't know anything about this topic
Well,
or any other.
as we know, I'm good with the self-love. Okay, so I'm gonna do a
Okay, so a masturbation joke now in front of him. So you, as you know, I'm good with the self-love. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm good.
squat. That means I'm moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna treat myself.
You go to the spa.
Yep.
And,
And then
So move your body, do self-care.
the third, once I've done those things and maybe I'm ready to like venture out, what would you say is the next step to like, okay, I'm out here, but I'm not too out there?
Drugs.
think going out with a group of people who you love and feel very
What? Hang out with friends? You mean to tell me if I move my body and I do a little bit of self-care and I hang out with people who love me, I might feel better? Schwartz, you're a fucking genius.
comfortable with, you know, where
Ooh.
if you're not talking, it doesn't feel like an awkward silence.
I
You can
like
laugh
that.
easy with them, and it doesn't matter where.
And you're right. Joe is taking notes. And she's like, okay, kind of. I can laugh, Tom. I'm laughing right now. She's definitely taking notes. On
Where you go, you're gonna have a good time. You know, somewhere where you feel safe, a group of people you feel safe with.
I love this.
Yeah, just to kind of like as like kind of
I love this. I love this. It's so obvious. It's so trite. It's so dumb. I love it.
almost like training wheels.
Yeah.
Going back
The training wheels come off your bike. That reminds me of The Simpsons. Okay.
out in public and re-socializing. You know what I mean?
Get new tits. That's what we want to say. Get new tits. Talk less. Do the sex when we want the sex, and don't do the sex when we don't want the sex. And just always be ready. Because what we know about Tom Schwartz now from other podcasts is he needs you to be ready. You can't be having any kind of panic or anxiety when you're getting ready to go out, because he's got to get to that bar. He got to get his drink on.
Yeah, like it's like a good ease in
Yes,
to the real world and getting back out into like talking to people.
exactly.
Start with the people that you know.
So the real world to him is just bars. Just bars. Just get to go to a bar.
Exactly.
So Tom and I have been friends for a very long time now. We've shared a lot of experiences, but I wanted to take a trip down memory lane with you. So I asked him,
You've shared a lot of experiences? All experiences? Like what? Taylor Webb says, Tom loves the training wheels. Hello. He's a man child. The training wheels never came off Tom's bike.
Tom, did you bring something that reminds you of a time that we have shared?
I did.
Is it PG?
It's PG.
Good.
Uh-oh, WW's like, Jolene, you need to be tracking your food. Okay, you signed up for Weight Watchers. You better get on this shit. And I have not tracked my food yet today. Thank you for the reminder, WW.
It's not super sentimental. It's more recent.
Okay.
When I came to your new beautiful home, I
Aw,
hadn't seen you in so long. It was gorgeous, and I brought you a little money tree.
I love my money tree.
I'm kind of in my plant
I love my money tree.
daddy phase.
So I have to tell you, I posted a story and I asked people, can you guess what Schwartzy brought as my housewarming gift?
Yeah.
And when I tell you there was not one wrong answer, that it was a plant. Did you bring plant?
I brought you a plant.
I did.
My plants thrive because I cry on them. I water them with my tears, which are hourly, secondly, daily.
Yes.
Honestly, and I know you're busy as hell. You have 2 kids, and succulents are notoriously
The best.
Those aren't plants. Those are like tiny little itty bitty babies for her big ass new house.
low maintenance. They're
And those are like $4 at freaking Ralph's, sir.
hardy, hard to kill.
They're very hard to kill.
I mean, yeah, you have to go out of your way. To, like, you,
What part was funny? Why are we laughing? Why are we giving? Why are we lying to this man? Why are we doing this? Why are we boosting him up for nothing?
and also like I know these are kind of silly, but
no,
like,
they're cute.
I'm a floor person through and through.
Yeah.
These are like my 2 favorite positions on the floor.
Oh,
This is number 1. That's
I'm going to
number
put them
2.
in my house and think about you every
He's a floor person, and those are his 2 favorite positions on the floor. What is happening? Is he a floor humper? Like, what are we talking about?
time I see them.
Thank you, La.
There we go, you guys. Every time I think of a plant, I think of you. I mean, seriously,
high
you are
praise.
plant daddy. I'm so happy that you joined me today.
relax.
And because we're venturing into a new year, I want to try new things. And so I asked you,
How about being loyal to your friends? How about putting women first? How about being a true girl's girl? Those are all things you could choose over whatever this is.
what's a hobby that you've taken on that you can show me that
Drinking, partying with Jax.
you're like trying to conquer that's new?
I do love
Drugs.
DJing.
I'm freaking sold.
I feel like
Oh, no, he's not a DJ.
this is something you could really dive into.
All right,
You
let's
know,
do
like,
it.
I got this little beauty right here.
You're going to
It's
be
a great
doing
beginner
songs
controller.
soon, you guys.
I know it's
her
intimidating at
and
first, but it doesn't have to be. As you like learn and grow,
James
you
Kennedy
can
used to.
learn to use all the cool special effects and features. So just hit that right there. Now, if you want to watch this, keep hitting that. Listen.
Oh,
yeah.
my God. There
like
is
an-
not an original bone in this man's body. Or a boner, allegedly.
You know how to do the high pass filter.
Oh my God.
That's-
I was like, oh my God. Is this, am I doing it? Am I squatching? Now he's going to go take another wonderful woman DJ's job.
It's called a baby scratch, and that's
It's called baby scratch. I got a baby you can scratch. I got it right down in my pants. Down in my pants.
a terrible. You did it. We did it. Oh my God. Are we a
We did it.
DJ duo?
And I did it where I felt comfortable.
Are we a DJ duo? I think you're a genital duo.
We're a duo.
We are the ultimate.
We're a duo. We're the ultimate duo. Katie, write this down. Write this down. Put this in your journal. Put this in your gratitude journal. I'm grateful I don't got to deal with these two.
Duo. Thank you everyone for joining us for Mama Still Got It Post Baby Life to start off the new year. We will see you next time.
Oh, and he's biting his lip. Now what? Now what do we do, La? What's next? What's going on? Me, you, Randall? Are you guys, because I still like them. Yeah. Are we going to go pickleball together? No?
Oh, don't do that.
You guys, that was worse than I thought on so many levels. That was horrible. Like, Katie was your friend. She was so important to you. She was such a good friend to you, according to you, until she didn't do what you wanted her to do. Sounds familiar to the Jessica situation. When she didn't adhere and do or have the opinion you wanted her to have, then you just didn't need her anymore. I just couldn't believe that she's getting so cozy. I mean, I can believe it, but it's still baffling to get so cozy with Schwartz. Horrible, right, Naomi? Horrible. Twisted Life says all stuff my friends were doing in their basements 20 years ago. Aging myself. Joanne says, so are they auditioning for a sales job? I think so. I think so. Kat says they're both such huge douche canoes. I mean, yeah. Yeah, Jess says that was actually, it was very bad. Because I was like, okay, whatever. All right. I saw a clip on Instagram and I saw that Joe Wenberg liked it. I said, okay, I got to see this now. Because we know Schwartz has blocked Joe. And if Joe's liking it, I don't know what's going on over there. And I'm like, oh, I got to share this with you guys. What did she try to sell besides muumuus? Maybe the boots, the hoops, the jewelry. Boots with the fur. What did you just watch? Shit. HNH, we just watched a steaming pile of doo-doo brown. Okay? Doo-doo brown. Such a pick-me, Maria Gonzalez says. Who's next? Sandoval? Oh, he'll be next. Because she'll be like, oh, he's on Traders. Tom Sandoval, we've been through some stuff. But come on here and tell me, as a woman, as a mother, breastfeeding, again, can I get some tips? What would you do? Tom's like, well, I never breastfed, but if I did, I would be like really good at it. Just make sure, even though you're breastfeeding, you stock the batteries and the paper towels. Okay. I woke up and chose violence. Anna says, I had to. They're gonna boink. They've boinked. There's been boinkage. Okay. I think the muumuus are probably added to her storefront. Yeah, at this point, her internalized misogyny, her just blatant like hate for women is showing. It's showing. Lala, you gotta get better. Maria says, I think Lala and Schwartz might end up together. She can control him and be the alpha in the relationship, unlike her marriage, where Randall, why don't they never got married, Maria? Where Randall had the power. Cammie says, Lala trying to get Schwartz to be her co-cult leader. And it says Tom would suggest mushrooms and watching the sunrise, right? If he was truly being his honest self, he'd be like, just do shrooms. Schwartz would even say that. Do shrooms, watch the sunrise, don't be around any ladies that were tempting, because they could make you do stuff, okay? Because I'm very impressionable, people don't give me credit for that.
Guess what? I was very impressionable when she took all her clothes off and jumped in my pool.
Like, what? No, not the impressionable when she took her clothes off and jumped in my pool. Not having zero accountability over and over and over again. Oh, you guys. Well, in other news, in better news, in top titty 2x4 news.
So many heroes tonight for the home team. One of them is this guy right here, Big Jake Middleton. Physical, fast hockey game. What was it like watching that overtime?
Yeah, so much fun. Gus was unbelievable. Kirill stayed out there for 2 minutes. Brock had a 2-minute shift too. Everyone played unbelievable. Kirill, top titty 2x4 to end the game. That was nice.
Why is this team able to win hockey games so many different ways?
Stick together, dude. That's what you saw tonight. They want to go after our big dogs. We'll go after theirs. And we'll play along.
Yeah, top 2x4 to win the game. Also, the Wild won last night against the St. Louis Blues in a very exciting game where the Wild and the Blues both scored very quickly in short periods of time. And we had to pull our goalie and pull our goalie Gus and put in Fleury, and then Fleury killed it. And we ultimately beat the St. Louis Blues, which are not an easy team to beat. So toot toot. Not that I did it. I didn't play the game. But sometimes I feel like I do. Okay. Traders is tomorrow. The Traders comes out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow we'll see Traders. Season 3 on Peacock comes out tomorrow. So excited about that. And other good news, when we were covering the Jennifer Aydin story, where Jennifer Aydin went viral in a video where she was horribly mistreating and recording the workers at Jersey Mike's sub shop at the airport. She's had a ton of backlash and she's lost some work because of it. That's what happens, Jennifer Aydin. We talked previously about how Bill's medical practice was getting bad reviews now because during her viral rant of just being an asshole, she mentioned, my husband's a doctor. These are real diamonds. My husband's a doctor. Doctor giving me diamonds because he's cheating on me, allegedly. Because we know that Bill, he's been in the pool house. The first season of the show, he was in the pool house the whole time because it finally came out when Margaret told everyone that Bill had cheated.
Woo, 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 woo.
I love that so much. Shout out to Hype Man Husband Shell for making that beautiful little video.
Woo, 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 woo.
Bill Aydin, get in the house. Your wife's acting crazy. And so are you, because apparently he was there with her. Well, fans at sea didn't cancel Jennifer Aydin. They want to create a drama-free, fun-filled experience. So Jennifer Aydin wasn't canceled by fans at sea, as the cruise company believes in second chances. So it was originally reported that she was taken off of this cruise she was supposed to do with other housewives called Wives on the Waves cruise. All right. After Jennifer belittled fast food workers and screamed profanities, this is according to Taste of Reality, shout out to them, screamed profanities at another person in line at Jersey Mike's, fans at sea wrote a message to their Instagram followers about their decision to remove Jennifer Aydin from their September cruise lineup. The statement, dear valued guests, we want to address recent conversations about changes to the Wives on the Waves cruise lineup. This decision was not personal nor an act of canceling anyone. Heaven forbid there be consequences. At Fans at Sea, we believe in second chances and personal growth. Our priority is to create a drama-free, fun-filled experience for everyone. To ensure this, we made adjustments to keep the cruise enjoyable and welcoming for all guests. We're thrilled to announce that our official lineup press release is coming soon, and we can't wait to bring this exciting event to the fans. Join Teresa Giudice, Dolores Catania, and surprise housewife Stay tuned for the special guest announcement. Thank you for understanding. We look forward to an unforgettable journey together. Blah, 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 blah. Warm regards, fans at sea. So here are some deets about Wives on the Waves according to Taste of Reality. The cruise is next September, this coming September, 1st to the 6th, 2025, which falls on Labor Day. The cruise will depart from New York, go to the Bahamas. Cabins start at $1,100 a person based on double occupancy. Again, since Jen was canceled, was adjusted, according to them. Jen is being given the opportunity to learn and grow. Teresa and Dolores will appear without her. So I think that they were just so terrified of being accused of participating in cancel culture that they're like, no, we didn't do that to cancel her appearance. We adjusted it based on her behavior. I don't think there's anything wrong with a business when you see poor behavior like that, and that this person's going to then be a part of your business for a period of time and a representation of it. I don't think there's anything wrong with you saying, that's not what we do. We don't want rich, entitled, tone deaf housewives coming on our cruise that are out there yelling at hardworking people on New Year's Day. I think that's totally reasonable for a company to say that and go, I think we're going to rethink having you on there. But instead, I think they're worried, because cancel culture became such a cancel culture. Everyone's getting canceled. And really, no one's really ever been canceled. I mean, I can't think of any celebrities. They've always found more gigs, another audience. Half of them made more money than they did before the alleged cancellation. And now I think it is just kind of a grift that people do at this point. And they're like, hey, yeah, you got to see this here because otherwise, they'll cancel me if I say it other places. And you're like, no, they won't. It's more of like a marketing tool at this point. I'm cancelable. No offense, all offense, because someone's going to get offended. I always say, probably me. Steven says, could you imagine if a cruise worker didn't get her buffet order correct? Oh my God. She'd be like, you garbage. My husband's a doctor. He's a doctor. These are real diamonds. You're all trash. I have more money. It's like, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Andy Cohen reacted to Jennifer Aydin's issue she had. Okay. Issue she created, whatever we're calling it. Where did this go? To her behavior. And I think this is a clip of it. So this was 2 days ago, today on Andy Live. Andy reacted, to the Craig and Paige breakup news. No, I don't want to see that. I want to see the Jennifer Aydin. Okay. Andy Cohen weighs in on new Real Housewives of New Jersey, Jennifer Aydin's Jersey Mike's drama. Okay. Tell us. Andy Cohen has reacted to Jennifer Aydin's feud with multiple Jersey Mike's employees, a feud that is just on her because she started. Cohen said of the Real Housewives of New Jersey stars drama during the January 6th episode, not on January 6th, he addressed this, of his serious show, Radio. Andy, getting serious. Okay. That is what you will call is the expression in unenforced foul or something where you cause harm to yourself? ? Okay. A person from behind the scenes corrected Cohen, stating that the saying is an unforced error. So he's like, Jennifer Aydin's actions were what you would call an unforced error. I've never heard that term before, I don't think. An unforced error. Thank you. A self-inflicted wound, Cohen replied. And then Cohen was chatting with co-host John Hill about how Aydin uploaded a now viral video, which we all watched over here in its entirety, of her apparent heated exchange with several Jersey Mike's workers at an airport on New Year's Day early in the morning. Hill shared that it seemed like Aydin had a meltdown, and Andy Cohen agreed to that. Cohen also added that Aydin should have questioned, should have questioned how the scenario was going to fly with the universe. His co-host Hill explained, even if you're pissed and you're right and the person is wrong, it's a customer service nightmare. Just like never be mean to a waitstaff person. So not enough of a reaction for me, honestly. I wish he would have said, that's bullshit. You need to stop acting so entitled and like an asshole. You owe those people an apology and some cash money. Give them some of your diamonds. Give that 62-year-old lady, which I think there was a, let me look it up here just to be sure. But the lady that she was age shaming and saying she was slow and old, her daughter responded, and we covered that. See Mike's employee. And I think someone said she might have a GoFundMe. Okay. Yeah. So a GoFundMe was then created called the Stand with Rafaela Against Public Shame. So her daughter put out a TikTok being like, what's wrong with you? Like, why would you act this way? Why would you shame my mom? She's actually a real housewife and works very hard and isn't 80 years old. She's 62 years old. How dare you? Okay. I don't know if Jersey Mike's has said anything. I know employees have. And then this GoFundMe was shared, which I think Jennifer Aydin should have to fund the whole thing. And it had $1 goal. So it's kind of like, if you want to give. And as you can see, a picture of Rafaela and Stephanie, maybe her daughter, is the one who is organizing this. And it says, may this page find you and yours in good health and at peace. I'm Stephanie Fonseca, daughter of Rafaela Fonseca, who is a Jersey Mike's employee who has been publicly humiliated by Jennifer Aydin from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. I came on here today in response to her videos and her comments about my mother. I find it highly disrespectful, disgraceful, and disgusting. My mother, as every employee there that day, should not have had to endure that embarrassment or harassment. Less have to deal with somebody's ignorance on a day like today. Listen, you're having a bad day, keep it pushing. Don't bring that to everyone else. That's the way it should be. My mother wouldn't hurt a fly. She didn't need this embarrassment to make you feel good on a high horse. You didn't need to kick someone down to get up. You got your corny ass 5 minutes of fame and it backfired on you. What you don't know is you hurt someone's feelings in the process. My mother had to endure your insecurities and misery because you are unhappy with yourself. She deserves the world and the recognition you have given my mother, and she deserves a public apology. So I'm here to be the voice for her and everyone else who goes through something like this and doesn't get to defend themselves. This was harsh, and she should be canceled. I'm making this page because so many of you offered to give my mom what she so deserves. I guess I'm here to say thank you. We appreciate all the love and support. Thank you for everything. Your words are kind, and so is your gesture. I stand up for my mother. She's not alone, and you will not make yourself feel good bashing her. My mother is a gem, a real housewife, a real mother. I love you, mommy. This is for you, Team Rafaela. So right now it stands at $7,530. And where is Jennifer Aydin? Where's Jennifer Aydin? She should be donating. She should match whatever they have here, as well as a public apology. But we won't see that because she is another one of these Bravo celebrities, celebrities who just cannot hold themselves accountable for their bad behavior, which is very unfortunate and not doing her any service. And I was very blunt last time we talked about this. I hope I never see this chick again on my screen. I hope I never do, because it was just so gross. Her behavior was so gross, and it's not what we need. It's not the energy we need in 2025. And I have not seen a public apology from this chick. Has anybody else seen a public apology? Because I've not seen one. The Real Housewives of Jersey Mike's. Maybe they should film there. Yay, Janet. Just subscribe to Jess. Subscribe. Show her some love in the comments. Thank you. And if yes, Red Wolf says, you go, daughter. You go, daughter. Get it. Drag her. Drag her to hell. Drag her. But so ridiculous that she has not issued any kind of, that I've seen, public apology. Speaking of which, it sounds like the Real Housewives of New Jersey was completely recast. So we know that we don't know what's going to happen with the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Will it have its complete recasting like New York? What will happen? They're just on pause. But the Real Housewives of New Jersey was completely recast before production was put on pause. Bravo is still deciding how to move forward. So according to multiple outlets, including Taste of Reality, and coming from OK Magazine originally, the Real Housewives of New Jersey was set to proceed with a new cast for season 15 before the entire production was halted. OK Magazine reported Bravo offered an entire new cast spots on the show. Then they put the entire production on pause. Real Housewives of New Jersey recasting rumor. When season 14 wrapped, Bravo decided to pursue taking the show in a new direction. Spilled a source. As to what the direction was, the insider detailed how Bravo offered a group of new, younger women positions on the show. The source compared the transition to emulate what Bravo did with Vanderpump Rules, bringing in fresh, young people with new storylines. What they're doing now, like filming in 2025, because they haven't done that. They tried previously to incorporate newer characters, and it didn't work. What was that, season 8? The source compared the transition to emulate what Bravo did with Vanderpump Rules, bringing in fresh, blah, 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 new storylines. Bravo ended up not being sure what direction they wanted to take the show in. So they put the new women on pause as well as the old women, new and old, on pause. Things are definitely still up in the air to this date. Bravo is still deciding what they want to do. Currently, they have no plans to film anything for Real Housewives of New Jersey until at least next December 2025. The old cast could come back in some capacity, or it could be an entire new cast. They noted, truly, no decisions have been made. Please, just don't bring Jennifer Aydin back. We don't need her. So obviously, a lot of Bravo fans are worried that this will be like New York. You know, there are quite a few people who are not happy with the New York reboot. And I can honestly say I watched a little bit of the first season of the New York reboot, but then never went back. And I know some of you say it's good, but I think there is like an overwhelming loud majority that's like, it's not that fun and it's not that good. But Jersey does need some help if it does come back. But I mean, maybe they could we'll see how this season of Atlanta goes, because they've brought some people back. They've added new people throughout the years, and maybe they can take notes from them. We'll see if that's a working combination. So Steven says it's garbage. Silly Goose says I tried last night. Boring. Michelle says I think they just need to stop Jersey Housewives altogether. Yeah. Graphic says I like the new Roni, because I have heard that people like it. It's going to star Gia Giudice. No, Gia's too young. Anna says, I didn't hate the first season of New Roni, but I haven't been able to get through this season. Liz says, I love it when they're so immature for grown-ass women. Witness says, I'm bummed I have to watch Roni because of that freak. Who on it? Freak money on it? Who is that Witness? Steven says, it's not that difficult, Bravo. Just do a switch up like Roni did between season 4 and 5. I think you can probably, still keep some of the original, some of the OG cast, and add some new faces. And basically, with both Teresa and Melissa unwilling to film together and or to communicate and talk, and Margaret, then if you're not willing to participate with the cast, then you got to go. That's just how it is. You have to go. That's that about that. Because it would be different if they had like a good reason not to. If one of them horribly cheated on the other or slept with someone's husband, I'd be like, yeah, don't make her film with her. But it's like sprinkle cookies and years of weirdness between Teresa and Melissa. And well, I guess there is Louis background checks or something. I don't even know anymore. I'm just bored with whatever it is. It's boring. Care Bear said, let's face it, he'll bring Jen back. It's gross. Well, I mean, since she is such good friends with Teresa, I'm sure, Teresa Giudice is going to, I just don't believe that Teresa's not going to have pull at Bravo for as long as she wants. I just find that hard to believe because she is one of Andy's favorites. So I don't know. I don't know what the hell they're doing with Jersey, but at this point, I don't even care if it comes back. I'm kind of with you guys in the chat where then just don't bring it back. Let it go for a while and wait for people to miss it and then maybe check in on these hoes. Okay. Anna Monday says, new RHONJ is good. I just started watching Salt Lake City and holy Mary Cosby. Oh my God. Salt Lake City is my favorite. I just couldn't get into new RHONJ. Maybe I will eventually try, but I couldn't. Miss T says, I fell asleep on this season of RHONJ. Just filmed The Husbands. Oh God, no, Carolyn. Oh. I do not see the appeal of the Jersey husbands. I really don't. I know people are like, oh, they're funny. Not really. Not really. That's just my opinion. But I know a lot of people like them. I don't like it. Beach says, I don't hate new RHONJ, but I do find the Bravo character vetting fascinating. Should they have a 5150 or a show? Could go either way. Yeah. Does she need a 5150 or does she need a reality show? That's the question. Jess says, yes, Jolene, Bravo needs to have that. You aren't bigger than the show energy. If you won't film with everyone, then bye. Especially if you don't have like a good, legitimate reason. Anna says, no more Gorgas. Gorgas be gone. Gorgas be damned. Anna says, I can't stand bringing in the husbands. I don't think Bill Aydin, no, thank you. Boring. Bring a book. Stay in the pool house. Joe Gorga, he's not funny to me. The like hyper sexualized little like, yeah, not interested. Getting drunk. Dolores Frank Catania's ex, who, what did he get? Disbarred and was cheating on her while she was raising the kids. I don't find him very funny. Who else is there? Louis, ew, gross. Bring a book, boring. Red face, no, don't like it. Plumber Joe, I mean, he's probably the most tolerable one, but even him I'm bored with. So to me, just not interesting enough. Sorry, I can't do it, you guys. I just can't. I can't. They all belong in the pool house with Bill.
Woo, 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 woo.
That's always going to be funny to me. I can't help it. So we'll see. Oh my God, this story just popped up, you guys. Shout out to Taste of Reality. They're pretty fantastic. Check this out. Read this headline. Jax Taylor screamed, I don't want any more life lessons at his TikTok followers, which the irony of this as he sits on his whatever it is podcast when reality hits that he used to host with Brittany and now they're hosting separately about completely different things. And he's doing In the Mind of the Man and giving women tips and life lessons about men, but he's just telling on himself. So apparently Jax screamed, I don't want your life. I don't want any more life lessons at his TikTok followers. So Jax Taylor, who credits himself with the creation of the Valley, had a meltdown. How did I miss this? On TikTok after countless comments telling him he needs to work on himself. God, don't get rid of TikTok if that's what it's going to be doing, you guys. Spoiler alert, Jax won't change. Yeah, we know. He's old as fuck and he doesn't think there's anything wrong with him. He just thinks maybe I'll warn people about people like me. What you see is all you're going to get from Jax. The Terminated Vanderpump Rules star is fine with the man-child he is. Drag him, Taste of Reality, drag him. I don't want to learn any more life lessons. 3-year-old Cruz's dad declared. My character is already developed. Ooh, and what character it is. In an even more manic moment, Jax shouted, go away, at his followers and victims of the TikTok For You page algorithm. Oh my God. He's like those representatives and senators who are testifying now against TikTok and going, well, let me ask you something, TikTok from China. Is the Wi-Fi, do you get in my Wi-Fi to get on the TikTok? They're like, I'm sorry, what? Do you get on my Wi-Fi to get in the TikTok? Well, I mean, yeah, people access the internet through their Wi-Fi. So yeah, we have to. Oh, do you do facial recognition on me? Well, just if you're gonna do like a filter, do like the sunglasses on the face. So why you gotta see my eyes to do fake sunglasses? What if I want to put on real sunglasses? You can put fake sunglasses on. Well, only if you choose that option. So you're watching me. You admit you're watching me in that algorithm. Sorry, I'm having trouble talking today. That algorithm. You know, what are you really doing and looking at? And how did I end up with one that's showing ladies in their underpants or hot tub talks with big breasted women? How'd I get there? How do you know I like that? Just, this is what he sounds like. He sounds like so old and out of it. And I know there's actual people who are older who get this and are creators and all the things. But he sounds like he's Jurassic. Like he sounds like a fucking brontosaurus trying to explain the internets. So literally he's like, go away, screaming people on his, get off my TikTok machine, kind of like get off my lawn, but the digital version of that. So apparently he, not in a manic episode. He shouted, go away, at his followers and victims of the TikTok For You page algorithm. A social media user commented, not a manic episode. Jax slid into the chat to say, it's called a trending TikTok. Get with it. Just a work in progress, commented another TikToker. Every day agreed the first line or the first ever eliminated House of Villains contestants. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Oops. All right, I guess I got to go to your stupid profile, Jax. Oh, no. Something went wrong. Am I blocked? I don't know. Maybe you have to be logged in to see it. Okay, let me try this again. Let's see. Go here. Go here. Go her. All right. No. Did he take it down? Okay, here he goes. Okay, hold on, you guys. I got to share a different screen. I don't want to learn anymore. You haven't even learned one. What do you mean anymore? That would indicate you learned at least a life lesson, and you haven't. You liar.
I want you, I need you, oh God.
Get out of here. What the hell? Ew. Jack, stop it. Stop it.
Lessons. My character don't want to learn any more life lessons. My character is already developed. Don't want to learn any more life lessons. My character is already developed. Go away. Don't want to learn any more life lessons. My character is already developed. Go away. Don't want to learn any more life lessons. My character is already developed.
Go away. I don't want to learn any more life lessons. My character's already developed. Go away. No, you go away. Weirdo. He's just like yelling at people. Dude, log off. You act like these people are showing up at your doorstep yelling at you. You logged in, opened your chat up to people. Log off. Block them. Oh, and then he's sitting there with 733 comments. And this person says, you are the last person who needs to say this. And that comment had 7,314 likes. So, oh my God, Jax, you're like an embarrassment. But here we are. So, according to Taste of Reality, bravotv fans popped off in the comments. Is the character development in the room with us? Someone commented. Jax, please, we're tired. Someone else said, Andy, we need a camera. Yeah, we grab a producer and a camera. We need Andy right now. Call Andy or whatever the meme is. I fear the call is coming from inside the house. Someone commented. Rehab was wasted on Jax. Brittany Cartwright exposed Jax for rage texting her from his 30-day inpatient stint. Oh, I remember that. While in treatment, Jax continued to insult and cuss the mother of his child, cuss her out via rage text. That's so nice. That's so nice. Brittany doesn't feel like he's changed at all in those 30 days. I'm sure it'll be on this season of The Valley which I think is premiering somewhat soon. But a lot of rage texting and stuff was still going on the entire time that he was in rehab. So for me, I was just noticing like this is just going to be constant. Like if you're in therapy 7 hours a day and you're still finding time to call me names and cuss me out and send me rage texts, then you're obviously not going to change. Zach Wickman slammed old Lego hair, shout out to Zach, slammed Jax Taylor after he was released from rehab during the Valley's cast trip to Maui in September. Brittany Cartwright's BFF took to social media to question Jax's progress. Riddle me this. How is it possible you come out of rehab a worse person than you went in? Zach asked. Good question. So lucky us, we're going to see this all play out on this season of the Valley. We're so privileged, so lucky, so privileged. Log off. I need that. Yes, I need to put that. Thank you, Love Pink. I need to get that as a sound bite. ASAP, PIMP. All right, you guys. That is it for today's episode of No Offense, All Offense. You guys are wonderful, beautiful, pumpkin spice babies. Thank you, Ginger, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Shout out to my mods and everyone who joined in the live chat. And make sure you comment after the video posts so I can hear what you guys have to say. I don't get to everyone's comment, and I feel a little left out. Okay, so leave it in the comment section where it can live on and I can read. Smash that like if you haven't already. Let's see if we can get to 500 likes. I'm going to come back this afternoon, maybe early this evening. And we're going to do a Traitors season 3, just a little pre-gaming. We'll talk about the cast. We'll go over the cast again and just get excited for tomorrow's premiere, which will be on Peacock at, I believe, 6 p.m. Pacific. And I'll be doing a live watch party over here on my channel to where you watch from where you're at and I watch from where I'm at. And then we just have fun. And I'm so excited. That is what's getting me through all the days, is knowing that. And we're going to have Traitors. I think they said the reunion is like in March, but that doesn't mean the show, because there's always like a portion of time. Well, does that mean the show will run through January, of course, through February? I forget, February is pretty short. And then through part of March. Oh, we're going to be eating good in the neighborhood. So we'll be pre-gaming tonight. Make sure you have your notifications on. I have a meeting at 3, so I can't tell you the time right now. I have to see how long my meeting goes. And then we're going to hop on and have some fun. And if you've never joined us for Traitors before, join us. We have a good time. Joanne says, love your daily videos. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you to say. I really appreciate that. You guys are so wonderful. And I love being able to get up and meet with each and every one of you all the time, every day, so I can play this clip. Woo, 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 woo. It's just, you guys are so chic.
The My Hand in Yours tumblers. It keeps things hot and cold. Amazing. We have the My Hand in Yours license plate holder.
Wow. Jamie, let me just say, that is the chicest wind chime I have ever.
Thank you, darling.
Stop it right now. It's very chic. So chic. Really very chic.
It's really, you guys are really so chic. Very chic. Really. Very, very chic.
I heard actually mixed reviews on Joleen.
Oh, Joleen was excellent. What are they saying?
Exactly. Thank you for saying that I am excellent. Smash that like, leave a comment. If you're not already, follow me on social media at Joleen Lunzer. I'm trying to hit 10K on Instagram. So please follow me at Joleen Lunzer on Instagram. And then I also have at No Offense, All Offense on Instagram. If you want to follow over there as well. And I will bid you a fond adieu and goodbye. If you're looking for another video and you're bored, you got to get through your workday still. Look at the video that I pinned to the top of the live chat, and it is our Sip and Key video from last night. And if you're not already subscribed, subscribe over there if you would like as well, where we'll be going live most Tuesdays and talking about lots of stuff with me and my friend Busy Blue. But I will wish you the best and tell you to enjoy yourself, because it's later than you think. And we will end with a little commercial throwback fun.
Everyone come sit down. This is going to be so fun.
What? No. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No. Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
No. Women's stories matter.
Yeah.
Right. They just matter.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Better?
That is disgusting. That is disgusting.
am not the one that started it. I'm telling you. Ring didn't mean a thing to you.
What are you, an idiot?
The ring didn't mean again. The ring didn't. Here we go. The ring didn't mean a thing to you. The ring.
Oh, God. Okay, great. Thank you. That's a job.
That was a plot twist. I love it. It's good for me.
Exactly.
Everything started to seem like pornographic or something.
Okay, so Kim is performing in a strip mall. This is really big time now.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Thank you, Stessie Bo, for the super sticker, you guys. Bye.